Slanting Towards the Sea tells the story of college sweethearts who got divorced, and 10 years later, they have a very strange relationship. Ivona divorced the love of her life, Vlaho, over 10 years ago, and they met when they were in college, and this is set against the newly democratic Croatia. So they are dealing with economic challenges, challenges in where to live and their ability and inability to travel outside of the country. They're dealing with these challenges as individuals and as a couple, and that ultimately becomes one of their biggest challenges that they face as a couple. And Ivona has another secret that she is dealing with, and she ends up deciding to set Vlaho free. They get divorced, it's 10 years later, and Ivona ends up being friends with this woman named Marina, who is also Vlaho's new wife. And they have two kids together, and all of them are friends. They have, a relationship between the three of them. And then Ivona is also very close with Vlaho's kids. And you can tell that all of the people that are like outside of this circle and observing it think that that's all very strange. And they really do have this dynamic that's very, very sensitive, and it feels like one little thing going wrong could probably upset it. So the thing that does upset it is that a new man enters Ivana's life, starts out as a business relationship and ends up blossoming into a little bit more. And just that delicate balance is enough to upset the friendship that they have between all of them. And there's extra layers to the story. Ivana is also taking care of her father who is ill, and they also have family land that has invaluable olive trees on it that obviously, do produce olives and olive oil, which do have value, but then there's also emotional and sentimental value in there as well. Book sets out to answer some really big questions, like why did they actually get divorced? Is there anyone to blame? And if so, who should carry that blame? And then also the big question of all is, what should Ivona do with her life? I love that Croatia itself is another main character in this book. You can tell that the frustrations and the admirations that the author has for the country are deeply personal. The author is Croatian, the story is set in Croatia, and even this book cover was painted by a Croatian artist. This book was really beautiful. Honestly, it's one of my favorite books that I read this year. It made me feel, really sad at times for the characters. It also made me feel angry on behalf of the characters, angry at other characters, like really rooting for the characters as well, which I really love when a book can make you feel all of those things. To me, that's a really successful story. That it was a really thoughtful reflection on the choices that we make in life because we think that's what we're supposed to do, or the choices that we're supposed to make other people happy, and also how it's never too late to overhaul your life and do something for you.